All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Nashville Christian School for this afternoon's special Saturday edition of Nashville Christian School basketball as the Eagles host Donaldson Christian Academy from over on the east side of town. The Wildcats come in a district competition game. The Lady Eagles last night lost a tough, close, hard-fought game to Clarksville Academy, one of the probable contenders for the district title, and our girls played well, had a great strategy and kept it close throughout the game, just were not able to pull it out at the end despite some great efforts from all the girls and the coaches. The boys, however, did in commanding fashion beat the Clarksville Academy boys last night quite handily. The game got closer at the end than it probably should have, but our boys held off I guess a furious rally, you would say, from the Cougars of Clarksville Academy and brought home the victory. So we got home, got some rest, and wake up again today, come back and try to rekindle that emotion and that fire that we played with yesterday against a district opponent again in Donaldson Christian. So in just a minute, we'll have the prayer, the anthem, and then we'll announce the starting lineup. So I'll take a brief break right now and then be right back with you. All right, back again for the starting lineups. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Jeff Brothers of Nashville Christian School. I'm flying solo today. You guys that are tuning in, expecting to hear the velvety voice of Mike McPherson, will be disappointed. He had family commitments today, so he will not be with us in the booth. But I'll be here by myself, looks like, and try to carry the action. I'm joined by Winston and Ethan up here in the crow's nest. Appreciate those guys being here today to help bring the broadcast to you. Starting for Donaldson Christian will be number 12, Sarah McGlasson, number 13, Jaylee Lopez, number 14, Adriana Dawson, number 21, Anna Schramm, and number 24, Bailey Smith. For the Lady Eagles of Nashville Christian, it's Whitley Miller, Ava Pomeroy, Charlie Harper, Riley O'Connor, and Carmen Drake. So we'll get started here in just a moment. The Lady Eagles come in to the contest today, I believe, with an overall record of 5-3, and I think 3-1 in the district, if I've got that correct. So we'll go with that. And crowd's a little bit sparse today, being a Saturday afternoon. We had a great crowd last night, particularly the student section, which handled our silent night thing pretty well. Ethan, how'd you think that went last night with the silent night? It was pretty good. think it's set a standard for our student section to live up to as we go through Friday nights. The opening tip controlled by Riley on a second effort. Carmen Drake in the backcourt over to Whitley as they push across the timeline. So the first possession to the Lady Eagles, see what we can do with that. Man-to-man pressure from the Lady Wildcats of Donaldson Christian. Excuse me, that's Ava. Ava with a running layup, no good. Rebound to Donaldson Christian. I'll do my best to keep up with some stats for you for today, but as I am up here by myself, it's hard to look down. Don't want to take my eyes off the action to record the statistics that I normally do, so we'll do the best we can, but man-to-man pressure from Nashville Christian. The ball tapped away and controlled by Carmen Drake, pushing into the front court. So good defense again. That's kind of been our hallmark so far this season. Charlie Harper with an up and under is good. First bucket of the day for either team. Charlie Harper gives the Lady Eagles the early 2-0 lead. Back again in the man-to-man pressure. Ava Pomeroy with a tap away. The ball went off of number 13, Lopez, and out of bounds to Nashville Christian. So good defense again, as I mentioned. That's been sort of a staple of our girls' team so far this season. Good pressure defense, good anticipation on the passing lanes, good deny, good help side. Last night frustrated the Lady Cougars of Clarksville Academy and looked to do so today against Donaldson Christian. That was Whitley from the short corner missing, and the lead remains 2-0 Nashville Christian. Again, if you're expecting Coach Mike McPherson and his nicknames for everybody, you'll be disappointed. I'm not familiar or comfortable trying to say all the nicknames correctly for the team, so I'll just leave it at first and last names. That shot was missed and tapped away, controlled by Ava Pomeroy in the transition layup, no good. Whitley Miller with the rebound, good spin back to the baseline, puts it up and in. 4-0 Nashville Christian on the strength of 2 field goals, one from Whitley Miller and one from Charlie Harper, both layups actually, I should say. Another tap away from Ava. Good job against Lopez from Donaldson Christian. Good quick hands, good anticipation. Her runner falls short. Rebound out wide. Eventually controlled by Riley O'Connor, back to Charlie Harper at the top of the key. Loses the handle. Pace is a little bit quicker today than it was last night as we tried to, good job by Carmen Drake that time on the drive, and a quick timeout to Donaldson Christian. Carmen with the drive there, and I was mentioning our pace a little quicker as we were trying to slow the game down, limit the possessions of Clarksville Academy last night. Today that's not the case as we're being aggressive on the front end. That builds a 6-0 lead. We'll take a quick break and be right back with you momentarily after this 30-second timeout. All right, back to you after the 30-second timeout from Donaldson Christian. And the Lady Eagles build a quick 6-0 lead on the shoulders of some good aggressive defense, a couple of tap-away steals, transition baskets, layups, 3 layups. There's another steal right there by Whitley, and it's stolen straight back again, and then stolen again by Whitley. So we got quite a battle going on at the ball right here between Whitley Miller and Bailey Smith of Donaldson Christian. Ultimately controlled by Nashville Christian. With a foul on Bailey Smith, her first, team first. So Pomeroy across the timeline. We've got 4 across the free throw line extended. We're going to run our dribble weave right here. Carmen thinks about a 3-pointer, pulls it down, takes a dribble. Back to Charlie Harper at the top. So again, just the pass and cut. Carmen in the short corner. Good. Carmen's 4th point of the contest extends the lead to 8-0. And the Lady Eagles off to a fast start on the offensive end. Man-to-man defense again. Some good ball help side right there. Forced a shot from Lopez, is off no good. Whitley Miller with the rebound as she pushes into the front court. Carmen thought about a 3 on the free throw line extended, skips it over to Charlie Harper as well. We've got a baseline runner in Whitley. Now we're back out to our 4-out dribble weave offense. Ava's shot no good. It was a contested shot. Not sure she wanted to take that one quite like she did. Air ball, 3-point attempt from number 12. That's McGlasson. Rebounded by Whitley at Nashville Christian, and we set up our 4-out offense again. Charlie over to Ava, back to Charlie at the top, and swinging it across to Whitley as Riley works across the lane trying to establish a post presence at the high post. Ava's three-pointer no good. And the lead is still 8-0 halfway through the first quarter. Good ball help right there from Riley again. They're going to give a jump ball. Good job by Riley reaching in and getting a hand on the ball. Some good pressure defense again from the Lady Eagles. Checking in is Lizzie Lacey and Emma Oberbreckling. Carmen Drake and Whitley Miller will take a seat and get a rest. So again, 3:58 to go in the first quarter. 8-0 Nashville Christian, establishing an early lead. Only 2 shots attempted, I believe, from Donaldson Christian to this point. Both errant, obviously with the 0 in the point total column for the Lady Wildcats. Charlie Harper on the ball. Riley was help side right there, gave up a backdoor cut, but that shot was missed by number 14, Dawson. And Riley with the long rebound. Charlie Harper across the timeline, skips it over to Lizzie Lacey, back to Charlie at the top. Still 4 out with a high post, and Riley O'Connor working across the free throw line. Staying high, opening up the baseline for Lizzie. Good pass fake, dribble drive, shot from the short corner, no good. Riley O'Connor with the rebound, puts it back, draws a foul, and we'll go to the charity stripe for the first free throws of the night. I believe that foul was on number 12. Sarah McGlasson, her first, team second, sends Riley O'Connor to the line, shooting 2. First shot up, no good. Riley's second attempt, a little strong off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Donaldson Christian. 3:19 to go in the first quarter, still 8-0 Lady Eagles. Three-pointer shot is partially blocked by Lizzie. Did a good job of getting a hand in the face of the shooter and actually wound up getting a piece of that ball. So good hustle back into the front court. We should call it our back court, I suppose. Good defense by Lizzie. And checking in is Grayson Bonds. Charlie Harper will take a rest. With all the action that we had last night at Clarksville Academy and the great effort from our girls, I think we're going to get some more substitution. We need rest today. That 2-point shot up, no good by McGlasson. Rebound by Whitley Miller. So I think we're going to play a lot of girls today. Probably need the rest on the bench because of the amount and the intensity of the effort, I should say, that we gave last night. That shot no good. Rebound by Donaldson Christian. Emma Oberbreckling with ball pressure as Donaldson Christian tries to create. Ball off the foot. Looked like, off the foot of McGlasson. Out of bounds on the baseline to Nashville Christian. Bonds inbounds to Whitley Miller, who crosses the timeline as we try to extend this 8-0 lead. Oberbreckling on the wing. Ball swings across the Bonds, back to Whitley Miller at the top. Riley still working that high post. There's the feed right there to the elbow. Defense collapses. Riley almost lost it, got it back out to Grayson. Emma back to the top. Emma's open for 3. She's going to take it. A little strong, no good. Rebound, Donaldson Christian. Pushing into the front court and traveling is Anna Strom. Looked like she wanted to go up for the layup. Found the defensive pressure a little too great. Tried to pull it down and stop herself, but couldn't do it. Back into the game, Ava Pomeroy and Carmen Drake for the Lady Eagles. Got a short corner right there. We're going to overload one side with Lizzie. She dribbles back out, gets it to Grayson at the top as we swing it. Not quite swing it all the way across. There it goes to Emma. Now Carmen working the high post elbows. And Lizzie, the baseline runner, trying to create space. Does so. Back out to Grayson. Swing it from Ava to the top. Over to Emma Oberbreckling for 3. No good. Rebound, Donaldson Christian. Good ball movement right there. Got a good open shot. Just couldn't get it to fall. 1:40 now left in the first quarter. Still 8-0. So 8 quick points and nothing since for either team. Lizzie almost got a hand on the ball right there. Good help side from Ava Pomeroy. Forces the ball back around. Donaldson Christian, there's a drive to the paint. Layup, good. First points of the night, that's Adriana Dawson for DCA. Finally scratches the scoreboard. The 8-2 lead now for Nashville Christian. Emma skips it all the way across to Grayson. Down to Lizzie in the corner. Dribbles to the short corners. Skips across the baseline to Emma and back to Carmen. Now we've got 5 out. Looks like we're going to spread it, get a cutter. There's Lizzie working the high post now. Lizzie just going back and forth from the block up to the opposite elbow. Grayson with the 3-point shot, no good. Long rebound. Emma taps it, hustles to get it. I believe she stepped right on the sideline. Great effort, great hustle. Got her hands on it, but just could not keep herself from stepping out of bounds. And so the turnover with 51.6 remaining in the first quarter, and the Lady Eagles leading 8-2. On the floor, as we end the first quarter, Pomeroy, Harper, Oberbreckling, Drake, and Lacey. Still man-to-man pressure. Still ball pressure on the front court, and tapped out of bounds off of McGlasson. Good job by Lizzie right there, forcing that ball off of McGlasson out of bounds. So with 43 seconds left, we'll see if we get one or two possessions as we end this quarter. Pomeroy brings the ball into the front court to Charlie on the side. Now we've got a two-post, a high post, low post with Lizzie and Carmen. So a three-out, two-post offense. That ball skipped across to Ava. And Carmen and Lizzie will exchange from the block to the elbow as the ball swings around the floor. Carmen steps out, thought about a shot, no good. Did not take it. Back to Charlie and over to Lizzie. So we're kind of in and out. Now we're 5 out with a cutter. Carmen thought about a 3, 8, 7 seconds left. Lizzie back to Charlie, over to Carmen. She's in the paint. A lot of defense, and we get a jump ball. So it looked like we were doing 5 out, looking for a cutter to the basket. Coach Wilkerson a little upset that we didn't create something a little quicker or more open than we did. Now the easy lob in to Carmen, goes up and under, no good, draws the foul. So a good effort right there by Carmen to get to the basket and drew a foul as time expired. She'll go to the line. Her field goal shot was no good, but she'll get 2 shots here with that foul on Andrietta Dawson, her first team third, sends Carmen to the line for 2. First shot, good. Second attempt, these are always hard to do when there's nobody down on that end of the floor, but Carmen steps up and confidently strokes that one. For the 10-2 lead as we end the first quarter, we're going to take a quick break and come back as the Lady Eagles host the Lady Wildcats of Donaldson Christian. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday. We'll be right back. First horn sounds to signal to the teams it's time to start wrapping up the instruction, breaking out of the huddle as we get ready to start the second quarter of action here on this Saturday afternoon between the Lady Eagles of Nashville Christian and the Lady Wildcats of Donaldson Christian. Jeff Brothers joining you this afternoon with a bit of a cold, so excuse my voice. We'll continue to bring the action as we have a 10-2 lead. That inbounds pass stolen by Ava Pomeroy, who'll dribble down the lane, put up the layup, good. Tell you, when Ava gets it, she's got a lot of quicks, and it's going to be hard to catch up to her without fouling. Now we've got a full timeout called quickly by Donaldson Christian. A 12-2 lead from Nashville Christian on the strength of some good defense, some transition opportunities, and a lot of layups as we build a 12-2 early lead here in the second quarter, 7:49 left. Last night against Clarksville Academy, the strategy was clear. We were going to spread the ball out, slow the game down, take few shots, and be highly efficient in those opportunities. Today, quite a bit different in the fast pace, the transition buckets, the dives to the basket, and the early looks. And it's paid off in a 12-2 lead right here in this contest so far today. We've got Ava Pomeroy with 2, Charlie Harper with 2, Whitley Miller with 2, Carmen Drake with 6 for the 12 total points. We've only given up one free field goal to Donaldson Christian. That was Adriana Dawson on a layup. So a lot of layups, only one. Actually, I don't think any shots outside of a layup so far in the contest other than Carmen's 2 free throws. So Nashville Christian sinks back into the front court here, picking up man-to-man again as we have the whole game. That's Ava Pomeroy on the ball. Charlie Harper also in, Carmen Drake, Emma Oberbreckling, and Lizzie Lacey. Trying to find our men right here as we've had some exchanges. There's Ava tapping the ball away again down the floor. Didn't have the number, so wisely pulled up. Carmen on the hesitation move now to the basket, no good. Rebound Donaldson Christian. That ball off the leg of Adriana Dawson and out of bounds to Nashville Christian. So some more checking in right here. As we said, probably going to have a little more rest than usual. Julie Bell Sizemore checks in, JB. And Ava will take a break. So Whitley Miller swings it over to Emma Oberbrechtney on the side. Charlie Harper, part of the three-guard front. Carmen in the corner. And JB now kicking out on her side as well. So we've got a little bit of a 4-out, going to pass and cut kind of thing. Now Carmen's working the floor, pass and cut as we got 5 out now. Carmen on the baseline, trying to create some space against this 2-3 zone now of Donaldson Christian. So we're going to swing the ball around, try to find a skip pass here or a short corner there. There's Charlie in the short corner. Shots up, no good. Tapped away and rebounded by Donaldson Christian as they push quickly into the front court. Here again, the man-to-man defense from the Lady Eagles. Running layup by Dawson is good, and a foul. So that basket good, and the foul will be on number 30 for Nashville Christian. Carmen Drake, her team second foul. So Dawson to the line to complete the conventional three-point play. With a free throw attempt, the shot is up and good. So 12-5 now the score. Here on the campus of Nashville Christian, Charlie Harper quickly into the front court. And again, we got a 5-out cutter. From the baseline, we're cutting to the elbow, but mostly swinging the ball around against this 2-3 and looking for an opening. Got to move the ball to make the zone move, and then you can create some shots. Skip pass over to Whitley, who take us 3, no good. A little strong, it was on line. Rebound Donaldson Christian into the front court. The runner by McGlasson is good. And the lead cutting out of 12-7 with 5:46 to play in the first half. Carmen thought about a 3, didn't pull it. Again, the 2-3 zone, so we're working the ball around the perimeter right here. Whitley working the elbows as a high post. And Reese Duggar checking into the game not too long ago, working the low post look. There's Whitley from the baseline, no good. I tell you, we're not getting any offensive rebounds, which is not something that we've had to struggle with this year so far. We usually do a good job of boxing out and creating some second chance opportunities. We've not had any today that I can think of. Certainly not many, if any. There's a steal. Well, almost, yeah, it was a steal eventually. Good defense by Reese. And Emma tracks the ball down, pushes into the front court to Charlie, back around to Carmen. We're going to have to shoot the ball well over the zone if they're going to stay in it, which it looks like they're content to do as long as we're missing these shots. But we're moving the ball well. There's Carmen. Thought about a 3. Charlie with penetration and a kick out. That's another way to create open shots against the zone. Carmen with a drive, no good. She's got to hit that a little higher off the glass. Good tap away by Emma in the front court right here to settle the defense back down. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Charlie Harper. Pushing into the front court, kicks it ahead to Reese, who's out in front of the break. Left-handed layup is good. Good hustle by Reese, good look by Charlie right there to beat the defense back down the floor. That's another way to beat the zone, is just beat them down the floor. Got a whistle and a foul. That was going to be on 21, Whitley Miller. Her first, team third. Ball will be inbounds on the side from Donaldson Christian. Pass is tracked down. Carmen playing good pressure defense as Ava back into the game again. Almost got a tap away again that time. Got a finger on that pass. Riley anticipating, getting a hand on that one as well. Now we've got step through, and it looked like a travel, but we've got a hold call instead. I believe it's going to be on Ava. Her first, team fourth. Donaldson Christian sideline out of bounds. Another poor pass, but still tracked down from the Lady Wildcats as they swing the ball around the perimeter. That's Dawson, the only penetrating score for the Lady Wildcats so far. Rebound, offensive second chance opportunity, no good. Carmen looking ahead to Ava. Tracks the ball down, and we settle into the front court. Riley in the post. Spins, kicks it back out to Ava. Skip over to Whitley. Runner, no good. Rebound. Reese, up strong, no good. So there's a second chance opportunity. Reese just overshot it a little bit. It's 14-7. While we're in control, we're still not extending the lead the way that we could, in that we've missed too many offensive opportunities. That 2-3 zone has given us a little trouble of late. Haven't scored other than the transition basket when Charlie found Reese on the transition layup. That time a travel violation by the Lady Wildcats is going to get the ball to Nashville Christian out of bounds, and Skylar Oliver, first minutes of the game, checks in to give Whitley a break. So again, the 2-3 zone. Now Riley working the post along with Reese. Some cross cuts from the block to the elbow from Reese and Riley. Carmen runs the loop around the baseline, finds Reese inside, layup no good. Riley tried to get the rebound, tried to save it back in bounds, and does, actually. I guess she didn't get to it quickly enough. It was out of bounds off of Blue. So Ava going to throw it in from near the corner. Skylar works up top. Now a V-cut back to the ball and inbound to her. Ava back to the corner. That sort of universal cut out of bounds on the baseline inbounds play. Person throwing the ball inbounds cuts immediately to the corner, a dribble off, and then swing it back to her to see if we can get a quick three. It didn't work that time, but you'll see it a lot when teams take the ball in on the baseline. Skylar hustles to run that down. Her heel did swing over the half-court line as we get what we call traveling. I'm not sure it was traveling. It might have been a backcourt violation. 14-7, 2:32 left as the Lady Wildcats of DCA try to punch into this lead that was established early from our Lady Eagles. Haven't been able to do so. Good defense that time again by Ava. Lopez with the ball. Pomeroy on the defense. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Ava. She's going to hustle down the floor, probably get a layup out of this if possible. Nope. She slid to recover the possession. Riley hustling down, helped her retain that. Back to Carmen, now back to Ava again on the wing. Skip pass over to Skylar. She put the ball on the floor. It hit off her foot. Riley tried to recover it, rolled onto her side, and was called for travel. So we're a little bit disjointed on the offensive end right here. We've got to settle into something and execute it with a little better precision and get good shots. We're kind of settling for some bad shots lately. And I think we're just tired from last night, to be honest with you. Great effort last night, and it took a little bit out of us, so we're going to have to settle into this game. I think clearly we have the advantage over Donaldson Christian. We're just going to have to make sure that we hit the shots that we get. There's Riley with another opportunity. She tried to make the extra pass, and it was tapped away, stolen by Lopez, who comes down the floor and turns it over to Ava Pomeroy. Good hands right there by Ava, going low for the ball instead of going up high and trying to swat the shot. Pushes into the front court to Carmen on the wing. Now we've got ball pressure from Donaldson Christian, and a reach-in violation is going to be on, I think, Lopez. Oh, they called it on 24. That was Bailey Smith, her second foul, team fourth. So only 4 fouls on either team. Here with only 1:21 left in the first half, doesn't look like we're going to get to a bonus situation. So we're going to have to generate points off the floor. We've got 4 low on the baseline inbounds right here, looking for the easy lob. They look to be defending it, weren't exactly ready for the throw. Carmen bounces out. There's Ava in the corner like we talked about. Off the baseline, inbounds play. Skylar swings it over to Carmen, who takes the three. Good. Great shot. That's what we need. Swing the ball into space, make the defense rotate, and you'll find an open shot. That time Carmen drained the three, which we needed. Haven't scored like that in a while. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Donaldson Christian. Skylar had a good box out right there, just a little height disadvantage. The shot that was missed was McGlasson, by the way. There's a baseline dribble, layup, no good there. Got her own rebound, did Anna Strom, and put the ball back up, drew a foul. So Strom will go to the line after missing a couple of baseline shots, see if she'll hit these free throws. Lizzie Lacey called for the foul, her first, team fifth. 40 seconds remain in the first half. Nashville Christian leads by 10. We'll see if Donaldson Christian cuts into that It is back to single digits indeed, as Schramm hits the first of 2 free throw attempts. 17-8 now, the cushion for Nashville Christian. Schramm with a second attempt. Carmen stepped in a little early. They called it. Got a lane violation on Carmen. Just lost her balance and stepped in too quick. So Schramm will get a third attempt to make a second free throw and cut the lead to 8. Grayson Bonds, Lizzie Lacey, Ava Pomeroy, Carmen Drake, Charlie Harper in the game. Looks like that's how we'll finish the half. That shot was good. The lead now down to 8. Lizzie on the baseline, swings it back toward the top, stolen by Lopez. Just an ill-advised pass there. That shot attempt blocked by Carmen Drake. Lizzie just got herself in a position where she had no real choice up in the air. You never want to elevate without knowing exactly what you're going to do with the ball. She had to let go of it and threw it right to Donaldson Christian's Lopez. So Coach Wilkerson takes a quick 30-second timeout. Going to settle us down with the last half minute to go here in the second quarter. Going to set the defensive strategy here for the closing seconds, and then the offensive transition strategy as well. Look, probably if we get the ball, we'll hold it for a last-second shot. Don't know that Donaldson Christian will do that, as they need to generate points as much as possible with an 8-point deficit. They're going to try to get it to a manageable 6 at the half, although 8's not exactly unmanageable. But points have been tough to come by for the Wildcats, and so they're going to set up their best baseline inbounds right here to get a shot in the next 29.6 seconds. We're sagging back in a man. Looks like we're going to pick up as the wad comes out of there. Carmen on the ball. Now Ava guarding the ball. So we're still in our man-to-man. Going to deny the first pass. Going to help on anything 2 passes away. And we got a 5-second violation as Ava pressured the ball, and Lopez did not make a decision with it until it was too late. So we got the ball 19-4. I think we'll take the last shot right here. Charlie into the front court. Charlie Harper with the ball. Ava Pomeroy now at the top of the key. We're 5 out. Now we're back to our 3-guard offense with 2 posts. Lizzie on the baseline short corner. There she looks and finds Carmen inside on the cut down the paint. Shot no good. Lizzie with the rebound. Fought for the rebound again, no good. I'll tell you, we look tired right now is how I would describe it. Those shots from Carmen, just tired shots. Lizzie with a good hustle right there, but just didn't have the strength to get it back up quickly. And we go into the half, up 17-9. The Lady Eagles over the Lady Wildcats of Donaldson Christian. We're going to take a break and join you back here in about 5 or 6 minutes to recap some of the scoring, talk about second half expectations, and rejoin you from the campus of Nashville Christian School here on Saturday as the Lady Eagles lead the Lady Wildcats 17-9. All right, so with 2 minutes to go in the halftime intermission, welcome back to the campus of Nashville Christian School, where the Lady Eagles lead the Wildcats of Donaldson Christian 17-9. Jeff Brothers here with you, flying solo today as Coach Mike McPherson had family interest that called him away, mostly in the name of grandchildren. But I'm happy to broadcast up here in the booth with Ethan Vick and Winston, Joe Yu. The 9 points from Donaldson Christian scored with only 2 in the first quarter and a 10-2 lead for Nashville Christian after the first stanza. The only 2 points of the quarter for DCA were from Adriana Dawson, who also scored 3 points in the second, along with 2 free throws from Anna Schramm and a bucket from Sarah McGlasson to make it 9 total for the Lady Wildcats. For Nashville Christian, we started out with 10 in the first quarter, cooled down to only scoring 7 in the second quarter for the 17-9 lead. Ava Pomeroy has a bucket. Charlie Harper has a layup. Reese Duggar also a layup. Whitley Miller also a layup. Carmen Drake with a three-pointer, a couple of free throws, and 2 field goals to lead all scorers. But nobody in double digits as an individual yet. Carmen's close with her 9. So Carmen alone has equaled the total of Donaldson Christian. Carmen showing up in the second half with a headband, I guess to keep the hair under control a little bit. I don't remember her having that in the first half. Maybe that's her secret weapon. The official talking to her about that. Not sure the ruling on that officially. Something to do with the color or something. The possession will be to the Lady Eagles as we start the third quarter with a 17-9 lead. Charlie Harper, Ava Pomeroy, Riley O'Connor, Whitley Miller, Carmen Drake on the floor. So now we're 4 high, 2 high posts. We're going to, a 3 out. Got 3 guards against the 2-3 zone. So we're going to pass and cut down to the post on the blocks. So we got the backside sealed, the 3-point shot up and good by Ava Pomeroy. So clearly talked about that at halftime with the 2-3 zone. We got a 1 guard, really a 3 guard front with a high guard and 2 wings. And then 2 post work in the blocks. We'll do some high-low cuts. We'll do some probably short corner looks. Ava with the steal coming down the floor. That ball tapped out from behind. Whitley runs it down and gets it in the front corner right here over the top to Charlie Harper at the top of the key. So there's the 2-3. Now we're 4 out, 1 in. Cut by Carmen. Good job in the penetration. Kind of lost control. Wasn't expecting that much contact and got called for traveling. So 20-9. Got a strong lead, but we got to make sure we maintain that. Charlie Harper with the ball pressure. McGlasson with the runner is good. So 20-11 now the lead. Pomeroy on the wing. Riley again in the high post. It's a 4-out look. Whitley the baseline runner. Skip all the way across to Carmen. Dangerous pass against the 2-3. If they're anticipating that, they can get a steal. But we got away with it. Ava dribbles back to the top, skips over to Whitley in the elbow extended. There's a skip across to Charlie Harper. Penetration kind of cut off. Back to the top at Ava. We're still 4 out, kind of a high post with a low baseline runner who is Whitley right now. Kind of trying to work to get a seal on the inside. Riley had a chance right there, but just missed it. Swinging to Charlie. Haven't seen a lot of 2-3 zones, so this is probably the first game look we've had at it in a few games anyway that I've seen. Whitley on the side, dribbles, back to across to Carmen, now at the top. She's penetration, runner, shot, draws the foul. So the layup, well, the runner no good, but the foul called will send Carmen to the line. That foul's on number 14. Adriana Dawson, her second, team's first, sends Carmen to the line, shooting 2. Oh, no, they said it was on the floor. Excuse me. On the floor, so it'll be a baseline inbounds. Guess that shot never happened. Forlow looking for the easy lob. That was more of a bullet pass to Riley. Good decision by Ava. Riley drew the foul. usually the lob over the top. That time they set it up for the lob and instead threw a firm chest pass, if you will, to Riley, who caught it, went straight up, drew the foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Missed on the first. Riley yet to score in this contest. That shot is good. So Riley scores a point, extends the lead to 10. Steal takeaway from Ava into the front court. Charlie Harper pushing the action. Dribbles and swings it around the baseline to Whitley. To Emma Oberbreckling, who checked into the game at that last free throw opportunity. Whitley with the runner on the baseline, no good. Riley, good effort at the rebound, wasn't able to corral it, and DCA will have the ball pushing into the front court. Charlie Harper with the ball pressure. Riley with a help side, stops the penetration, forces the ball back out. Dribble penetration again, swing across to Lopez, who takes a 3, no good. Long rebound, Lopez gets her own. Ava Pomeroy on the ball pressure. Got Charlie in the post down there, so they got a mismatch. Hadn't been able to find it yet. She's working hard, but doesn't see it. Got a travel call. Officiating in this game, one of the officials is a guy named Brian Ward, who I played college football with over at Vanderbilt. Brian's a great guy and a great official. That is a travel call on Charlie, who on a step back pivot kind of changed pivot feet. Riley in her post efforts down low, I think got a forearm to the face of number 24, Bailey Smith from Donaldson Christian. Smith's going to have a seat and kind of rest up for a second, see if she can regather. And the 1-2-2 full court press from Nashville Christian now going to trap the ball quickly, trying to cut off the throw back to the inbounder was Emma Oberbreckling. She's going to be called for the foul. So good aggressive opportunity, just a little too much body. It's Emma's second foul of the night, team's first of the half. So again, the 1-2-2 trapping full court press. Going to trap the first pass, kind of missed it, let her step through there, going to swing it down the floor. Now Willie's hustling, trying to get there, and does not. So McGlasson with an easy bucket. Now a 21-13 advantage for the Lady Eagles. Excuse me, I had to sneeze right there. That shot, no good. Riley trying to get the loose ball, reached in and grabbed the forearm. So Riley will be called for the foul. Riley O'Connor, that's her first. Nashville Christian second of the half. 4:42 to go in the third quarter. 21-13, the Lady Eagles lead. Now we're different man-to-man press. We're still going to try to trap the first pass. Charlie had a good opportunity to get a steal, didn't do it. Tries to run it down from behind, and we're giving up some easy shots right here. Not hustling to close off the running lanes in that full court press, but that ball tapped out of bounds, and that was number 10, Reagan Smiley, who missed that shot. Back to the 2-3 from Donaldson Christian. 4 out, 1 in, and the in is at the high post from Riley O'Connor. There's a dish to Riley. Good job by Emma that time getting the ball to Riley. Good penetration. Sort of an underhanded feed right there to Riley, who puts it in. Riley's first field goal of the afternoon. Quick three-pointer by McGlasson, no good. Charlie Harper with the rebound, brings it down the floor herself. Into the front court against this 2-3. Ava cuts to the short corner, back out to Charlie. Get the ball moving, see if we can create. There's a good pass inlet, good inlet to the post. Good job by Riley, feeling the pressure, kicking it back out for the 3 from Charlie, no good. Riley on the hustle. Left-hand layup, no good. Ava tapped that ball away, but a fortunate carom down to to Reagan Smiley. Her first bucket makes it 23-15, so an 8-point lead still. Coach Wilkerson urging Riley O'Connor to keep working down on the low block as we move the ball around. We can create some seals down there. If we get the ball moving, make the defense rotate, Riley can seal those posts as they come through. We got a 3-second violation now. Riley looks tired. I'm telling you, the whole team looks tired right now based on the extreme effort we gave last night. Not an excuse, just an observation. We've got to pick it up right here as we finish out the last quarter and a half of this contest if we're going to come away with the victory. We've had the lead the whole time. That's Reagan Smith Reagan Smiley having some trouble, but finally gets it across to Lopez, who finds Dawson on the short corner. Runner no good. Riley tapped it over to Grayson. He pushes down the floor. Now back to Riley at the top of the key. She's going down the lane. Draws the foul, but it's on the floor. That's Reagan Smiley, her first. That's the team third of the half. We're going to have a baseline inbound, see if we do the same thing we always do. We look for the easy, soft lob over the top to the near post. Instead, we get it to Ava across the baseline. Three-pointer, no good. Good look that time, just couldn't get it to fall. Good job by Grayson on the inbounds to find her in the corner wide open. Oh, that's a kick ball. Yep. So Anna Schramm going to the basket aggressively, lost control of the ball. I think Charlie kind of tapped it loose, and then Schramm kicked it across the floor, so possession goes to Nashville Christian. Charlie Harper's going to take a break. Carmen Drake checking back in. So we've got Emma Oberbreckling, Ava Pomeroy, Carmen Drake, Riley O'Connor, and Grayson Bonds in the game for Nashville Christian. Swing it across the front of this 2-3 zone. Now we've got the elbow sealed. Riley's doing a good job sealing the off guard at the elbow. Ava on the baseline, dribble penetration, no good. Wheels it back out to Emma Oberbreckling, who skips it too strong down the baseline. So getting some good work against this 2-3 zone. We're not executing very well, but it's going to be some good coaching points for Coach Wilkerson and his staff, as we're probably going to face a 2-3 later on. Teams will see this, force us to take those outside shots. We do pretty well creating shots against man-to-man. That shot is off by McGlasson. Ava Pomeroy pushing down the front court. Numbers are even at 4-4 in the front court. Now the final two fall in, and we've got 5-on-5 down here now. We're moving the ball around. Riley's got a post seal as we skip it across. Now she's looking for a three-pointer. It was Grayson, no good. Riley in an effort to knock the ball away, stepped out of bounds while she touched the ball. So it's going to be possession to Donaldson Christian. So Grayson's shot no good. And it's 23-15 with a minute and a half to go. McGlasson long three, no good. Rebound, good job by Emma Oberbreckling to find Riley, who finds Carmen. Nice shot off, I think it was tapped, maybe, no good. Tap away steal, Reagan Smiley. Knocked it out of bounds, but that call overridden by the official. I think it was correctly called the first time, but nonetheless, Donaldson Christian's going to have possession. 23-15, still the 8-point cushion. Smiley back to Schramm. Schramm into the front court against Emma Oberbreckling. McGlasson has the ball taken away by Whitley Miller. Whitley's pushing into the front court, going to take the left-handed layup. Draws the foul from Dawson. That's going to be her third, I believe. Whitley Miller to the line, shooting two. First shot up. Rolling around, falls in. Good shooter's touch right there. On line, caught the front rim, worked around, and finally fell. Whitley's third point of the afternoon extends the lead to 24-15, a 9-point lead. See if we can get it back to double digits. It's kind of hovered around the double-digit mark pretty much the whole game as we took a 10-2 lead in the first quarter. Second shot up and good. Lizzie Lacey checking in. Going to give Riley a break. 10 points, 25-15. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go in the third as we pick up another man-to-man full court trapping. Now the off defender from the inbounds player is going to trap the first pass as the girl catches and wheels down the floor. Really well executed that time by Lizzie Lacey. Good job setting the trap by Whitley Miller. We're going to have the ball in the front court as it's Miller, Oberbreckling, Bonds, Drake, and Lacey. Ooh, a little push right there from Bailey Smith. That's going to be her third. Team fifth. All right, so Whitley has the ball out front. Still the 2-3. Like to see us get some good seals down on the blocks or even at the elbow as we can seal the off guard. We're just kind of moving into space, not really moving towards bodies to create that seal, allowing the defense to work around us and get back in position to play defense. We'd like to see us be more physical in those seal efforts, whether it be the post defenders or the off-guard defenders as they come across rotating the zone. Certainly something we can work on in the weeks to come as we can show it on film. Grayson Bonds, three-pointer, no good. Ball moved ahead to Lopez in the front court. Willie did a good job hustling back to cut that off. Lopez, three-pointer, good. So with just a half a minute to go, the lead down to 7. Quick whistle, foul called in the front court on number 12, McGlasson. Her second, baseline inbounds. Got a stack look now instead of the four cross that we normally do. Emma cuts to the corner, dribbles off. Whitley's swinging out the backside for three-pointer. No good. Rebound, long rebound to Lopez, 12 seconds, 11 seconds now. This will be the last possession of the third quarter. Schramm into the front court, kicks it to McGlasson in the corner, dribble, baseline jumper, no good, but we got a foul called. Going to be on Carmen. That's her second. Team third. So 3.4. I said it was the last possession. Looks like we may get the ball back here with 3 seconds to go. Let's see what McGlasson can do with her 2 free throw attempts. First one up. Good rotation. Good touch. Good shot. McGlasson's been the primary scorer with her 7th point, now her 8th point on the day. 2 good free throws right there from McGlasson. 3-2-1. Whitley, three-pointer from half court, almost finds it, but no good. Coach Wilkerson a little frustrated with how things have been going. Understandably so. Some tired looks, some tired efforts on the shots and on the defense. Not what we're accustomed to seeing from our girls this season. They gotta find some ways to create some open looks against that 2-3 zone. 25-20, so just a 5-point lead. The game is tighter than it really needs to be. But we do have that lead, 5 points going into the fourth quarter. Not a real hot hand on our squad right now, so nobody to really get the ball to see if we can extend the lead. We're just going to have to work the ball around, make the defense rotate, the zone defense. Rotate to create some cutting lanes, some penetration looks, kick back out for some open jump shots on the perimeter, or at least draw some fouls going to the bucket. 6 fouls against Donaldson Christian, so the next foul will put us in the bonus for the remainder of the game. So we'll have the majority of the fourth quarter with bonus opportunities, whereas we've only fouled 3 times. It's Lacey, Oberbreckling, Whitley Miller, Grayson Bonds, and Carmen Drake starting the fourth and final quarter of this contest. Lopez into the front court, guarded by Emma Oberbreckling. Shot up, no good. Rebound bounces to Nashville Christian. Whitley pushes in the front court to Emma, swinging it around to Carmen. Now we got Lizzie working the post moves. Shot up, no good from Carmen. Rebound to McGlasson, and to Lopez now into the front court, guarded by Emma Oberbreckling. Lizzie on the help side right there. Good switch and switch back. Now we've got Schramm and a foul on Lizzie. Foul on the ball. It's going to be Lizzie's second foul. That's just the team's 4th. Here comes Riley O'Connor, Charlie Harper, and Ava Pomeroy back in the game. Taking a seat will be Grayson Bonds, Lizzie Lacey, and Emma Oberbreckling. Setting up a ball screen is Donaldson Christian. Ava steps over the top of it. Good tap away by Whitley right there. Knocks the ball out of bounds. Possession to Donaldson Christian. Ball trapped in the corner. Skip pass over to McGlasson, who dribbled, shot up, and good. So the first points of the fourth quarter go to the Lady Wildcats, and it cuts the lead to 3. So while we've been in control, we only have a 3-point lead. There's a feed to Riley on the baseline, turnaround shot. Well, they're going to say she traveled first. A lot of contact there, but too many steps. Coach Wilkerson falls back into a half-court defense. That full-court pressure didn't seem to serve us too well, so now we're back in a half-court man-to-man. There's a steal by Ava. We can get that help side right there. We get those steals. That foul, a frustration foul from Schramm. Schramm's first foul, and as I mentioned, that is the 7th, so it will send us to the line. Ava Pomeroy, by us I mean Ava, to the line shooting 1, and the bonus. Ava's second shot up, off, no good. The lead is 4 with 6:51 to go in the contest. DCA pushes into the front court. Pass over to Lopez, 3, no good. Carmen Drake with the long rebound off the bounce and pushing into the front court. Got Whitley down the sideline. Here she comes. Back to Carmen, going to get it into Riley in the block. Kicks it out to Whitley for a 3-pointer. Good. Good ball movement right there, making the zone contract back to the block and then kicking it out to Whitley for an open 3-pointer, and she hit it. That foul is going to be on Riley. It's going to be Riley's second foul, team 5th. So a 7-point lead on the strength of the 3-pointer from Whitley Miller. Again, we're back in the half-court man-to-man, which has served us well. We've been jumping off of ball screens and creating turnovers. Riley O'Connor on the ball. Schramm's going to penetrate. She likes to do that. A little hesitation move. Kick it back out to Lopez. Swings it back to the top. And the ball moves around the perimeter. Reagan Smiley into the corner to McGlasson, who dribbles around and gets a shot, gets an open shot. We got to move our feet right there. We got to cut off the ball. Can't give up dribble penetration to within 4 feet of the basket. Feed to Riley inside. A little too much for Riley. She picks up a frustration foul going for the loose ball. It's going to be her 3rd. So Riley picking up 3 quick fouls in the last 5 or 6 minutes of play. Reese Duggar checking in, probably for Riley. Yeah, going to sit her down. Let her get some rest. 5:50 to go, a 5-point cushion. So Reese Duggar in the game now. We're going to be guarding Schramm. Schramm is somebody who likes to dribble penetrate and having some success against Riley with that. See if Reese can do a better job of stopping that. We've got an illegal screen, a moving screen. That's going to be on Bailey Smith, her 4th. That's a player control foul, so we don't get any free throw opportunities from that. But we do get possession as Ava brings it into the front court. All right, got a 3-guard front, 2 posts with Carmen at the elbow, Reese on the block. Whitley runs through the loop to the baseline, gets it to Carmen. She kind of hesitated on that shot. Didn't realize she was going to be that open, and when she brought it back down, it was deflected and blocked. Schramm all the way coast to coast, layup good. So a 3-point lead with 5 minutes to go. So some tired play from the Lady Eagles has allowed Donaldson Christian to fight their way back into it, and credit to them for doing so, but we've got to settle down, get some open looks, take some sure shots. We do have the lead, so there's no panic that needs to set in. Ava working the high post, Reese working the low post. We got a 3-guard front swinging the ball around. Now we're 4 out, 1 in. Carmen for 3, no good. Lopez picked the ball up, almost threw it away. Schramm pulls it down. Now she picks her up a dribble at the half-court line, trying to get it to Reagan Smiley, who kicks it to the corner to Lopez. Lopez guarded by Ava Pomeroy, who reaches, I think Ava was falling, and reached out and grabbed Lopez. That's going to be the 4th foul on Ava. Excuse me, her 2nd, team 7th. Riley O'Connor checking back in for Reese Duggar. Lopez going to the line, shooting 1. Shot is off. Long rebound by Whitley Miller. Willie pushing into the front court, going to pull it out as we did not have the numbers in transition. Swings to Ava. Ava on the running left, no good. Rebound to Schramm, who pushes in the front court. She's going to the basket. Kicks it over to Lopez, out of bounds. So we're fortunate there we didn't give up a better look as they outran us into the front court. Excuse me, the back court as we would see it. So a 3-point lead, 4:15 to go. Going to make the defense extend to us now as we do have the lead. No reason to get in a hurry with 4 minutes to go in the game. Going to make them come out and extend the zone defense, the 2-3. Or else we're just going to stand there and hold the ball. So here comes some pressure. Bailey Smith on the pressure. Ava Pomeroy on the dribble. And we got a foul on Smith. That's going to be her 5th. Smith's 5th foul, going to send Ava Pomeroy to the line, shooting 1. We do have the 3-point lead. Dawson checks in for Donaldson Christian. Credit DCA, they fought back into the contest. Now at 3 points, it's been pretty much a double-digit lead until right up into the beginning of the 4th quarter. Ava's first shot up and good. She'll shoot a bonus. (30-26), the current lead. Ava's second shot up and good. Good poise right there to hit those 2 shots and get the lead to 5. So at least it's more than a 1-possession game at this point with 3:50 to go. Schramm's going to penetrate, cut off by Whitley. Good help side by Charlie. Trying to fight through the screen is Willie. Schramm's got the ball in her left hand. Doesn't seem to be her strong hand. Lopez throws the ball away. McGlasson was not expecting that pass. It was a little hot for that short a distance, and it went out of bounds. Nashville Christian has the ball. Ava Pomeroy will walk it into the front court wisely. Again, I think we're going to force the defense to extend. Now we're picking up a man look. See if we get a ball screen or some cutters to the basket. Again, no need to rush. That foul is going to be on Schramm. Her second, team 10th, is going to send Whitley Miller to the line, shooting the double bonus. 2 automatic shots. Whitley with 7 points already tonight, this afternoon, I should say. Going to go to the line, shooting the first shot is up and good. 8 points for Whitley. 5-point cushion, 3:22 remains. Whitley second shot up, off the front rim, but rolls in good. Again, shooter's touch right there. Pomeroy guards Lopez on the ball. Ball over to Dawson on the wing. Dribbles, thinks about it, goes to the baseline, shot up, charge. And she did. Whitley had established the position. Dawson went. She thought about stopping. I don't know if it was momentum or just her decision to go ahead and force the ball up into Whitley. She drew the foul. So that's going to be Dawson's 4th. Excuse me, her 5th. But again, as it was a player control foul in the offensive end, there were no shots resulting from that. But possession does go to the Lady Eagles. And checking in for the first time, I believe, tonight, Brennan Smith, number 5. 7-point lead. Possession to Nashville Christian. Just over 3 minutes to go in the 4th. Charlie Harper walking it, kind of jogging it into the front court. Some pressure from DCA as now they're not going to let us just stand out there and hold the ball. They're going to force us to move it. We've got some good ball handlers on the floor, so we just got to take care of it. Karma's got it on the wing. We got Karma Drake, Whitley Miller, Ava Pomeroy, Charlie Harper, Riley O'Connor in the game. So really 4 capable guards in a post on the floor for us as we just dribble around, pass it off to the open player, force a switch. Whitley get on the reverse right there. Wisely pulls it back out to Ava at the top. So we're going to be content just to try to draw fouls. Nothing but layups at this point. We're just going to dribble pass in sort of a weave stall tactic. There's a foul on McGlasson. I've got it as her 3rd. We'll see. Whitley's going to the line. So the double bonus again for Whitley. She hit her last two. See if she can do it here. First shot up and good. 5 for 5 so far as Whitley at free throws. See if she can make it a perfect 6 for 6 and make it a 9-point cushion. She does. 35-26, Lady Eagles, just over 2 minutes to play. See if we can hold the lead right here. Lopez from the corner, three-pointer good. She's hit a couple. So the lead now back to 6. And that foul going to be on number 5, Brennan Smith. Her first, going to send Charlie Harper to the line shooting the double bonus. Charlie hasn't scored since her layup early in the first quarter. So see if she can find the touch again. That one rimmed out, no good. Second attempt from Charlie Harper, up, good. First shot attempts she's had since that layup in the first quarter. 36-29, a 7-point cushion. Ball tapped away, I think, on that pass right there, and then Ava Pomeroy comes up with the loose change. Carmen Drake into the front court. She's switched her pivot feet. Oh, she switched her pivot feet. They didn't call it. But maybe she was forced to with the push. That's going to be on number 12, Sarah McGlass in her fourth. Now Carmen going to the line. So at least we're getting the opportunity to shoot some uncontested shots in the form of free throws. Carmen shooting the double bonus. First one up. No good. I've said it several times. I'll say it again. We just look tired. Just don't have a lot of legs in our shots. Not a lot of crisp follow through from the upper body. That shot better. Kind of did a good job of paying good attention to the follow through, did Carmen on that one. Excuse me for sniffling into the microphone here and fighting off a cold. That turnover out of bounds to Nashville Christian, and now Brennan Smith picks up her second foul, going to send Charlie Harper to the line again. So it's going to become a free throw shooting contest here on our end. 1:27 remains. First shot up and good from Charlie Harper. Second attempt, off the back rim, no good. Schramm forcing the issue into the front court. Loses the ball, but that was because Riley. No, excuse me. Ava called for the hack. That's her third foul. And that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to make it a true free throw shooting contest where they can hit them with the clock stopped. It is a 9-point lead currently, with Schramm shooting her first and missing her first. Carmen Drake with the rebound. Pomeroy pushing it into the front court. That ball tapped away out of bounds. No, they're going to say it's off of Ava. They're going to say she just lost the possession. Coach Wilkerson takes a full timeout. Going to go over the strategy for finishing out this last minute 15. 9-point lead. We want to take care of the ball. We want to have strong hands. Only layups and free throws at this point. Take care of the ball. Meet the pass. Expect the pass. Create the open lane for the pass. Make good decisions. Be efficient with our possessions right here. And on the other end, don't foul. Don't let them shoot. Close the gap without the clock running. So speaking of the clock, it's a minute 15 to go in the fourth. In this rare afternoon contest. Nashville Christian coming off, again, the fine effort last night. Came up a little short, but you learn more from your shortcomings than you do from your victories. So hopefully we got a chance to learn a little bit. Didn't have a lot of time to work on anything as we turn around immediately today and play again. But over the Christmas break, going to be a good opportunity for Coach Wilkerson and his staff. Kelsey Gregory, Joey Spann, Kendall Lewis. Give them some opportunities to work on some fundamentals and some schematic adjustments over the Christmas break. That shot no good. Tapped away, rebound, long rebound to Charlie Harper. Ava Pomeroy into the front court. Carmen Drake now with the ball. Now here we go. Be smart. Create open passing lanes. Make sure passes meet the pass. Hit your free throws. 45 seconds to go, a 9-point lead. Charlie picked the ball up. Probably didn't want to do that right there. Whitley got it in no man's land, but was able to get it out to Carmen over the top. Over to Riley at the top of the key. Back to Charlie. Over to Ava. Now we've got it settled back down. We were close to turning the ball over right there, but held on to it. Now Ava was fouled by number 10, Reagan Smiley. That's Smiley's second foul. 30 seconds to go. Going to send Ava to the line, shooting 2. First shot up and good. Ava's been good with her free throws, hitting 4 out of her 5 so far this half, and now 5 out of 6, all coming here in the fourth quarter. So an 11-point lead, under 30 to go. Schramm into the front court. So it looks like we're going to close this one out. We've done a good job of keeping our poise even when the lead got down to 3. Had the lead up to as much as, I believe, 13. And then back down to 3. But some timely three-pointers and some smart passes that time. McGlasson with the steal. Just talking about being smart, we lost that one. But McGlasson hit the layup as time expires. It's 40-31, a 9-point victory for the Lady Eagles in a tired contest. But now we're gonna get ready for the boys matchup between the Eagles and the Wildcats, as the Lady Eagles win 41-29 in a district contest, which I believe kicks their record to 4-1 in the district, with the only loss coming last night to Clarksville Academy, if I'm correct. And so a good position to go into Christmas break. We got exams coming up next week, so there won't be anything until after the Christmas holiday, from what I understand. I don't think we have anything at the end of next week. We might, but certainly not until after exams. And we're going to take a break. There's about 15 minutes to go to the boys contest. We're going to take about a 10 or 12 minute break and come back, set this table for the boys, give you some stats from the girls. This is Coach Jeff Brothers signing off for moments until we can come back to you from Nashville Christian School in Nashville, Tennessee.